I'm just going to be chilling, playing the game. It's kind of like a one-sided conversation. If you want to spend some time with me as I go through this game, if you want to hear somebody else like just geek out about this game, that's totally fine. I am very well equipped in terms of the knowledge about the game, the lore of the game. I watch VadiVidya a lot. My wife would say too much. So while I don't know every little detail, and you're gonna scream at the screen and say, you know, JSGOLD, like, you should say this, or no, JSGOLD, you got that wrong, you know, stuff like that. For the most part, I think I'm pretty good at understanding the lore here and understanding the mechanics of the game and, like, you know, doing okay with it. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to begin with episode 1, which is going to take us through, I anticipate us taking us through the Tauros demon. I think that's a good ending point for a first episode on YouTube. We're going to get started here with a character name. Now, honestly, anybody who plays Dark Souls, you know, like, you don't have to really care about what your character looks like or the name. I mean, honestly, you could just put the thieves hood on it, and you know, you don't see your face at all. So, but for the sake of this, I'm going to give it a little bit of backstory. I'm going to give it a little bit of story. And I'm going to say that this character was a lost son of Izalith. We know that the Witch of Izalith had daughters, and we also know she had at least one son, who we fight in the game. I'm going to try to make this guy the lost son. Cosmetically, that doesn't mean that much, but I'm just going to try to give him like a pyromancy bend and like make that part of his backstory. So I'm going to call him like, what should be a good name for a son of Izalith? I'm thinking Izalith. How about how about Eisenrain? Eisenrain. Yeah. Yeah, it's growing on me. Fuck it. Let's just do it. Alright. So here we go. Again, we're gonna do a descendant of one of the daughters of Izalith, presumably along the way crossbred with some humans, if that's possible. Who knows? Nobody's really talked about it. So yeah, and then he's going to be off on a journey to relink the flame in the beginning, at least. We'll see what happens with Darkstalker Karth. But anyway, he's off to relink the flame and maybe uncover secrets about what happened to his ancestral homeland. Let's go. Oh, and again, before I click accept and we have this opening movie, just again, the purpose of this walkthrough is, I'm assuming you guys have played this game, right? I'm assuming that if I talk over the movie, you're not going to be frustrated and raging at the screen, like, stop talking, because you've already played the game, you know what the movie says. We're here together having like a fireside chat about the game. So let's get started.
In the age of ancients,
And I love this.
the world was unformed, shrouded by fog.
I absolutely love this idea that the world was static,
Land of grey crags,
and how
large trees,
disparity
everlasting dragons.
is an abomination, really, or at the very least, it's not the natural state of the world. That somehow the dragons here are synonymous with peace and tranquility only because they represent
Fire,
harmony, really.
flame disparity,
You know? Like, look at the way they're presenting this.
heat,
She doesn't seem particularly happy about this disparity that's coming into existence here.
and of course,
Although it does, I would love if they did a prequel and went back to explain why these souls were buried in the first place. Nobody really talks about that. Like, even, I could be wrong, but even VadiVidya and other commentators, what happened before this? Like, why were there souls at all of light and dark and death and fire, right? Like, where did they come from? It would be really cool if there was a war before this war. Again, like, where is this? Is this underground? Like, why are the souls there in the first place? That would be a really cool piece of lore to explore.
strength of lords, they challenged the dragon
I love this shot so much. I love that. Very, very Demon Souls.
Gwyn's mighty bolts.
You know, I also really appreciate the magic system in this series. How it's not traditionally based in what other magics are. You know, you have these 4 different skill trees. One is lightning, then you have darkness, you've got fire, you've got traditional magic. I've always really appreciated that.
The scales betrayed his own.
Seath, yeah, the dragons are no more. I love Seath. Love Seath. Love Seath as a concept. I love his boss fight. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, it's funny, and I know other people have said this too, but one running gag, I think, as we go through this playthrough, is that the architecture of these places makes no freaking sense. I mean, for fuck's sake. Like, that city looks badass, but who would design a city that way? Especially when you go into the geography, when we go through the world, like, it doesn't make any sense. But we'll talk about that. And I think it was VaatiVidya who mentioned this, might have been somebody else, but I love how the Dark Sign is a physical manifestation, or a literal manifestation of what Gwyn has done to humanity, putting a ring of fire around their darkness to contain it. Just so much forethought. All of this went over my head when I first played the game. I always wondered, these, you know, you have these undead outside the jail cells. Were they guards who also went hollow? Like, where did they... I'm gonna check to see if there's open jail cells, because they might have come from some open cells. Or maybe they were guards. Interesting that they lock them away. You know, now that we know, like, when you go to Dark Souls 3, and you talk about the Ring City, it's interesting to me that these undead are shepherded away to the Undead Asylum to await eternity, essentially, when there was a whole city for human beings and the undead in the Ring City. Now, first things first, let's just talk aesthetics real quick. I understand that this is a I believe this is a PlayStation 3 game. Yeah, it is PlayStation 3 originally, and that's why the textures are not as good as they can be, or the movement system here. But the only thing that gets me aesthetically, and I understand all that, but the only thing that gets me aesthetically is that the fabric doesn't really ripple. The fabric doesn't really sway. When we get into these, like, long flowing, you know, Fashion Souls models, like, I like this design a lot, but the hood just doesn't move. You see that? I don't really like how the hood doesn't move. It makes it feel very weird. Anyway, so it's honestly, again, it sounds like a criticism, and I guess it is, but I love the game. we're nitpicking now, you know, we're nitpicking. So here we go. Alright, so let's go in. We got the Asylum Demon waiting for us. Do I have a Pyromancy hand? I should have the Pyromancy hand, right? I'm gonna equip that real quick. I should have it. Oh, I don't? They don't even give you the Pyromancy hand? Even though they give you Fireball? No, that can't be right. That can't be right.
Oh, is this my Pyromancy Flame? Yes, yes. See, I thought it was like, did I miss something?
Alright, well then, let's just fucking die, I guess. Here I go. Oh, maybe they give you the Pyromancy hand, like, when you're here yeah, after you beat this guy or you go to the open door.
I thought it was like, did I miss something?
I'm not gonna waste my time, I'm just gonna run. I love how the music just cuts out. They're like, oh, guess this isn't epic anymore. Alright. Now, what also is very interesting is that there's an Asylum demon even here, because, of course, the demons are from Izalith, creations of Izalith. I guess it was part of the alliance of Izalith with on Orlando that they used these demons. Here we go. What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? I get the shield. Here's an open cell, so maybe that's where they came from. Where's my Pyromancy hand? That's what I want.
Oh, is this my Pyromancy Flame?
No. Well, alright, let me equip the hand axe. Oh, and while I'm at it, let me equip the shield. Alright. We'll just do a little backstabby. Alright. Now, again, do I get the pyromancy hand? Like, did I miss something? Or am I just crazy? Alright, they're gonna drop the ball. Again, we're gonna assume you guys have played this game before. Yeah, you know.
Oh, you. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon. Then lose my sanity.
Now, he gave us the key when we were in our cell. So, are we led to believe that he either died fighting, or was dying fighting these creatures, or fell through the roof? Like, did he... I mean, that would be pretty freaking stupid. But I don't see any corpses around. So... I guess he... Like, did he fall through that hole in the roof? Whatever. Yes, we all know this. Yeah, we gotta ring the Bell of Awakening. There's one above, one below. And then we can rekindle the flame. An Estus Flask. Dope. Dope. Alright, now I'm just gonna kill him, because he's gonna come back anyway. We'll see you later. Yeah, goodbye. Why? Because your dumbass fell through the roof. Unless, really, unless I'm missing, like, this is where you guys are yelling at me. You're saying, like, no, there's a corpse beneath the water. I don't think I just think he died. Because the boulder breaks the hole in the wall. So that means he was here with no enemies and no other passageway in here. He must have just fallen. What a ditz. What an idiot. Oh, is this my Pyromancy Flame? Yes, yes. See, yeah, I thought it was like, did I miss something?
Where's my pyromancy hand? That's what I want.
Let's just test it out. Get the timing. Dope. I feel like such a badass. Even though it's just fireball, it's whatever. But, like, it's cool to... I've never started out as a pyromancer. So it's cool to just... fucking, you know, be like... Oh, I feel it raging, you know. Fucking... It's pretty dope.
Loser! You're a loser!
It's a pretty dope starting spell. Alright. And we're gonna do two-handed because that archer don't scare me. I'm gonna try not to be cocky. I'm gonna try not to be cocky, but I might get cocky. We'll see. Now, to go through here, I need that key again, right? But I'm just gonna get the souls. Let me get this guy's souls. And let me see if I can backstab correctly. What are you doing, JSGOLD? Here we go. There we go. All right. Right, and yeah, that's locked. I need to get the key, which is on the roof, I think, in Firelink Shrine. All right, here we go. Let's kill this fucker. This fat piece of shit. And here, they're teaching you this mechanic. I know this has been mentioned a lot, but people who say this game is difficult, it is if you're not paying attention. But like, they teach you the mechanic. Also, this is like this game. I can literally just strafe. Oh, I got lucky there. I love, and can we just talk about, I love the aesthetic of the giant-ass raven, or crow, whatever it is, this giant-ass raven coming to pick you up. I love this. I just think that image is so beautiful. And as we go through the game, there's a lot of things in this game that maybe don't cohere in terms of aesthetics, but... I just, when they get it right, when they hit, you know, when they, all art is subjective, of course, but when they hit what I think is amazing artwork in this game and amazing design, I gush. There are some things that I think don't quite fit, and there's just a shit ton of shit in this game in terms of fantastical imagery. But I mean, come on, this is, I live for this shit. Castles and walls and ramparts and buttresses and fucking giant-ass raven birds flying you over the walls and dropping you off. I love that. I love that gothic medieval, not even well, it's medieval, but is it gothic? Yeah, I guess so. Like spooky medieval atmosphere. I love that.